Ayahuasca. They say that 1 cup of ayahuasca is equivalent to 10 years of therapy. I believe it because it rewires you. Even the things that you might have enjoyed doing, partaking in, such as weed. Honestly, I'm living proof. I'm not saying that it's completely gone away, but it's respected and put on a level where I understand now that weed or marijuana, as well as a lot of these other plant and fungus medicines, mushrooms included, they embody different spirits. They aid in different ways. So, just as you would take herbs to help your body in other ways, there are also aids to connect you to a higher self, your higher power, whatever you may call it. However, ayahuasca, when I took it, funny story, I took it, I laid down, I wanted to do it at my shop, nobody would be there. If I started yelling or purging, because ayahuasca makes a lot of people purge. And what purging is either throwing up or shitting on yourself during the experience. It makes a lot of people, and side note for me on this one here, I'm a firm believer that if you're looking for a drug, it will give you a reaction of a drug. But if you are spiritually, I guess you could say where you need to be, then, and you respect this as medicine, I guess you could say, marijuana is a medicine. That's what it originally was intended to do. All of these things, mushrooms are medicines. All of these natural substances that were placed here, they were placed here for, of course, a reason. And I'm amazed at how we allow people to tell me that one mushroom is proper, it's okay, but the other one is illegal. I'm a firm believer that the plant will tell you that it's illegal in most cases by killing you or hurting you. That right there would tell me that it's illegal right there. That's the law. And even in that, we can still alter things to make the illegal legal. Your choice. However, I took the tea at around 1:55, laid down, waited, and every day, nothing happened for an hour. Then nothing happened for 2 hours. But every so often, I would feel like there was something knocking. Like when you listen and you think somebody's at the door, and you listen, turn your head, tilt your head. But then when you don't hear anything, you go back to whatever you were doing. And I found myself doing that a few times. Well, my man had a pool party, little go-go at a pool party I wanted to go to. Keep in mind what I did in doing ayahuasca. I refer to this experience as for the 3 days before you actually take the tea. I called it, I had to do as Jesus did. I had to die, which means to a certain degree, in essence. No meat, no cheeses, no chocolates, and no extra stuff that's not good. Just fruits and vegetables. I had to kill off a part of me, and that's what I'm saying when I refer to it as I had to die. But I had to kill off parts of me for 3 days. And then on the third day, which is the day of taking the tea, you can't have anything on your stomach because most likely you will purge. And so, it's 5 o'clock now. Damn it. And nothing has happened. So I'm thinking, I'm going to tell my man, you done gave me a dud. It's been two hours now, basically 2.5 hours, nothing. Okay, all right, with a nice joke. But now I'm ready to go get something to eat and go to a pool party. So my friend was like, I don't think that you should do that. And I start dancing a little bit, thinking and showing, hey, I'm good. So we drive, get to the restaurant. I'm starving. I order things that don't even match. I ordered pancakes and barbecue wings, put apples on top of fried apples on top of the pancakes, and mashed potatoes. And I go outside when we finally get the food, and I did something different too. I see a lot of people who do things their way, and I think sometimes we should kind of go by our own spirit. And I felt like that I wanted to do this in the daytime, not necessarily at night with the natural ceremony that they give in Peru, because I'm not in Peru, I'm somewhere else. And I also believe that some of us are solar powered, solar activated, uh, melanin. So, um, I decided to do it in the daytime, in the height of the day. So, I noticed that once I sat down to eat, I put one chicken wing in my mouth, and this was a very, very good place. Rubies, and yeah, Rubies is that's the place. So when I go there, I eat things I don't normally eat, like fried chicken with barbecue sauce on it, and yeah, and I don't care. So I noticed that this particular time, I put the chicken in my mouth, and my taste buds had been cut off. I couldn't taste it. I mean, I knew that I was eating chicken. However, I couldn't taste how good it normally tastes for some reason. I was hungry, but I don't believe that that was all about food. So, I don't care. So I then um, eat the second wing, and then I get to my third, and I put it up to my face, and all of a sudden, with the sun hitting me, because it was a warm day, I just bust out in a sweat, and all of a sudden I knew, this was it. And then I panicked a little bit calmly, and I was thinking, I should have stayed. I should have stayed where I was at. I should have listened. But now I'm out here, and I've seen on videos when people do ayahuasca how they sometimes are yelling and screaming and flailing their arms, and like I said, pooping on themselves and throwing up. And I'm like, man, you're gonna have to pull over on the side of the road, and the police gonna come. And how do you explain this? So I got up and staggered to the bathroom, and people kind of noticed it. Hey, I came in cool, but I'm staggering now. Then I came out because I thought I was going to have to throw up in the bathroom, but I was okay. I just didn't know what to do. So I was staggered back out to the car and got in, and I had my right arm over my head, leaned the chair back, and we're driving, and she's speeding. She's speeding. So all of a sudden, after a few minutes, I start seeing the kaleidoscope of colors and coming at me and all of that. And then the next thing I know, I take my hand that's over my head, my right arm, and then I slam it down on my lap, on my knee, and I say, I'm losing strength, and it's gaining strength. Um, and I literally felt myself leaving in another type of presence of sorts. Finally get to the house. I go and I feel real light for some reason because I'm trying to hold on. I'm just trying my best to hold on. Like, I don't know, on the whole ride, which was about 20 minutes, I'm holding. It's like I'm trying not to let something bust into me or me bust out of me and be replaced. So once I get in there, I fall on the bed on my stomach, and the craziest thing is that I just go into sort of a trance, sort of like I'm a medium almost, And I start talking real low, like I'm talking like this right now, where some of the words you don't even know what I'm saying. You can't catch it because it was all caught on audio. It was all recorded. But in saying that, one of the first things that I asked, because I felt like I was being guided by a mother wherever I wanted to go and I wanted to talk to, even though I was guided by a mother spirit, it was the presence of others, that I wasn't alone. It was us or them or they. Name's not necessary. However, I asked, are you pleased with me and my work? And the feeling was that of, like when you see a vanilla ice cream cone and you see them drizzling the chocolate down it, there was a feeling of pleasure, of happiness, of approval that came down over me, and I smiled, physically smiled, because I felt good, I felt happy, like with all the work that I've been doing, with the pendants and the ankhs and the shirts, and constantly sacrificing everything. I finally felt like, I'm on the right track. And I knew that I was. I knew that I was being guided with all of the information and making in every detail of it. However, it was like now I finally went to the boss, and the boss has spoken. One thing that was profound, that very profound, is that I asked, is there anyone in my circle that shouldn't be? And I'm thinking the average answer would be, hey, this person or that person shouldn't be, you should get rid of them. But the response was profound, because the response was, after I asked, is there anyone in my circle that shouldn't be? If there is, then we aren't doing our job. And we are doing our job. Later, at some point, I was told that from them, and I quote, "You have been through a lot, but we have taken really good care of you." And at that moment, the physical tears came out. When you understand your story, the story that you hold in silence, that nobody knows, or very few people know, I understood. Yeah. I was humbled. Ego was snatched from me. I was told not to ever forget, don't you ever forget that you are a child of God, for God, by God. And you do as you are instructed. And continue to do as you are instructed. I remember repeating, you have work to do. And then it was changed to, you have worth, WORTH, to do. You have worth to do. Even my friend, I was told to be patient. Set her aside, but don't set her aside. Set her aside, but don't set her aside. Set her aside, but don't set her aside. I was taken around. I was shown the image of, and given the feeling of, I want you to imagine you trying to hold somebody up and you're underwater. But you're trying to save them, you're trying to hold them up, but you are underwater. But you're doing what you can to make sure that you help, but you are underwater. And that with these people, sometimes we have to let them go, come up for air, and then, if we can help them, go back down. Because I understand some of these people actually need us. As much as you don't want the responsibility of helping some people, they need you. They need you. They don't need your brother, your sister, or their friends. They need you, because only you have the recipe. You. They can't get it from anyone else. So we have to understand that. The craziest thing is that I was taken around and I was shown the people that I wanted to find out about, that I wanted to meet and know and confirm that's in my circle, or whether to do business with this person or whatever I felt. And so I was taken to people and I was given names, strange names. And these are all of the names. I'm just going to give you the names that I was given as soon as I met them, and you can hear me on audio spelling these names out. I was taken to a female friend, and her name was Turkle, Turqle. I was taken to her son. His name was Derlasek. Her daughter is Nint. I was then taken to my son. His name was Kiot. My son's name is Rakim. I named him Rakim, but it's Kiot. My daughter is Amand. Rich Grills. Nebeg Kanisha. That's Nebeg hyphen Kanisha. And when I was asking about him, as far as business or whatever, I was told that he is struggling with, but overall, a good dude. Actually, he's struggling with, but overall good. So, they also told me that he's not from here, and I understood that he's not from here, and I mean here, not here. That's true.